All right, welcome back. And
Welcome
again,
back is
welcome
right.
back.
what an honor it is to be a student here of you guys. I'm a little bit nervous, pretty intimidated, but fortunately we're only reading quarter notes, so I'm going to give it my best shot. And this is the beginning of really learning how to read, and you're going to talk about how we place those notes within that measure.
This is it, to help you recognize, where the beats go, and that's because of the time signature. So what I've done, I've written out a bunch of notes, combining quarter notes and quarter note rest. And if you look at your music, you're going to see that we have a quarter note, another quarter, a quarter rest, and another quarter note, then a quarter rest, quarter note, another quarter rest, quarter rest, quarter rest, quarter note, quarter rest, quarter note, quarter rest, quarter note, and quarter rest. Now, for you, I'm going to put where the bar line belongs. So we have the time signature of 4/4 time. That means a quarter note equals one beat, and there's going to be 4 beats in a measure. Now don't forget, some people say, oh, there's going to be 4 quarter notes in the measure. No, no, no. There could be 4 quarter notes in a measure. It could be any amount of notes that equal 4 beats. So remember that. So let's go to it. Now we have, you see the first quarter note, put a 1 over it. You see the next quarter note, put a 2 over it. Now what do we have? We have a quarter rest, put a 3 over it, right over it. And then you have a quarter note, put a 4 over it. Then you draw the bar line. That's the end of the measure. That's what your one measure of music is all about, right there. All those notes, quarter notes and quarter rests, equal 4 beats. Now let's go to the next section. We have a quarter rest, put a 1. You have a quarter note, put a 2 over it. Quarter note again, put a 3 over it. Quarter rest, put a 4 over it. There's the line. You draw the line right there. That's your second measure. Let's go on. A quarter rest, put a 1 over it. Another quarter rest, put a 2 over it. Then we have another quarter note, put a 3 over it. Then you have a quarter rest, put a 4, draw the line. That's your third measure. Now you have a quarter note, put a 1 over it. Quarter rest, put a 2 over it. Another quarter note, put a 3 over it. And a quarter rest, put a 4. There's the double bar. That means the end of the 4-bar phrase. So, I'm going to have Don and Greg join me, and we're going to let you hear what those 4 bars sound like.
Should we tap our feet, or what do
Oh
you
yeah,
think, Joe?
like we said, we're going to count out loud
Okay.
to make sure we're playing the notes right where they belong and the rest. And you're going to tap your foot in 4, what we call in 4. You're going to tap the foot on every beat. Now remember also, when you come to a rest, that's for your hands. That's not for your feet. Your feet are always tapping the beat. So this gets involved in a little bit of coordination right away.
If you're lucky enough to have a drum set, you could be sitting at it and use your bass drum, right, to play that beat?
Exactly.
And Joe's left-handed, by the way. Don and I are right-handed.
Yeah, you're going to see me tapping my left foot, and I'm playing traditional grip. I think Don's going to play traditional.
And I'll play match just to give you a little option.
Just to show them what's happening.
Actually, we're seeing a little bit of history here also, just based on the angles of the snare drums.
Right.
Greg has his angled one position. We have ours angled a little more jazzy the other position.
Exactly.
I can hear Joe's counting it off.
Here's the beat. You notice I'm tapping my foot right. So if you have a metronome at home, you set it to, this is probably around 70 or 75. Put it on. Always practice with a metronome. So I'm going to give what we call 4 beats for nothing. And we're going to play the second line where I showed you where to put the bar line in. And then we're going to go and do the rest of the page for you. So here we go. 1 bar, what we call 1 bar up front. I'm going to count 4 beats and then we start playing. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay?
Okay.
Now, there should have been, we blew it. There should have been a repeat sign there.
Okay.
Well,
Because
just as good, I had a question actually. So I'd like to do it for you, and tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Okay.
Only in that I know this is a common problem some students have,
You're going to fake it, aren't you?
in that they see the bar line and tend to think that there might be a little more time between those two notes. So it's easy to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Donald, I'm going to talk to your mother about this. You've been coming to lessons for a month now. How many times have I told you with the bar line doesn't mean you just wait as long as you want before the 1 starts. That's just showing you where it is. Now, Donald, try it again.
you count in sequence.
So
1, 2, 3, 4. 1 comes right with the next beat.
Try it again, Donald.
So the bar line is just helping you divide the notes. So
There you go.
if it was, and we actually talked about this a little bit earlier, if there were no bar lines at all, you could technically start at the beginning if you never lost your place and kind of find your way through.
The bar lines
But
help you keep your place.
the bar line is telling me that I know that there's going to be a group of 4 notes and then another group of 4.
In early music, there were no bar lines.
Is that
Really?
right?
You're
There
kidding.
were no bar lines in
Whoa,
early
Joe
music.
goes way back.
Come on. What about Gregorian chants? No bar lines
Yeah,
there, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
important to keep the pulse even. You're playing even, where you go from 4, 1,
Right.
2, 3,
Exactly.
Yeah.
4, 1, and keep that. So a good thing to do also is to record yourself, even at this simplest level. Now that we've got the bar lines written in, there's a whole page of exercises you're giving us
Right,
to
it
do
says
that.
homework. You know, we'll do our, now, you should repeat each line.
You want to go through these just once each.
Just once
for us,
each.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay?
So looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, if there's 6 other exercises that you would we would wish that we have already put the bar lines in. And the reason why I know there's only 4 beats in the bar is how come you only have 4 beats in the bar?
Because of the time signature.
Because of the bottom denominator tells you there's 4. The quarter note gets a beat, and there's top numerator is 4 beats to the bar. The numerator's telling you that.
And lucky for me, all we're dealing with is quarter notes or quarter rests.
So should we do the homework section?
Yes.
Come on.
Okay, so this is the 3rd line down from the top. Remember, we're tapping our foot on the beat. Here we go. 1. You know, let's count this off like we normally do. We're going to count 2 measures in front. And normally we count, let me give them a, for instance,
Yeah.
we count 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You've heard band leaders do
Yeah.
that probably a lot. And the idea at the beginning is you're just counting every other quarter note, and then you're counting all 4 quarter notes.
Exactly.
Right.
There's another reason too, is that with the band doesn't always know, like in a show or something, you gotta go 1, 2, ready, go. If they hear 1, 2, they know that's the last bar before they come in. If they do what Joe just did, 2 half notes and 4 quarter notes, 1, 2, 1, 2, you're letting the whole band know that's why you're giving them a 2-bar count off. We're getting ahead of ourselves, sorry.
No, that's fun to know. It really is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of players,
That's what's happening.
That's
Even
why
if
you
you
give a
explained
half
it
note.
perfectly.
whether you read or not, if you're playing with friends in a band, somebody's going to be counting off that tune. Often it is the drummer.
Yeah.
But if it's the band leader or somebody else in the band, the other thing that I know both of you do, and it was interesting for me when we had a great jazz drummer here, Jimmy Cobb, and he was with the trio, he pretty much sang through the whole chorus before they started because he wanted to hear how that tempo felt throughout
in
the
the
whole
B section,
tune.
yeah.
And my point is,
Yeah.
when Joe counts off the tempo, Greg has already got his foot going. And as the drummer in the band, when they count off the tempo, don't just sit there 1, 2, 3 and figure, okay, after 4, now I'm going to come in on 1.
Right.
The whole idea of you counting it off
setup.
is to get, you're playing it in your own mind
Right.
and moving your body and just barely missing the drums before
Right.
you even get there, right?
That's exactly right.
You ready?
We're ready.
Okay,
Okay, here we go.
Joe's going to count it off here.
Here's the click. We call this a click, like on your metronome. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bingo.
What a team!
How did we do?
We got the gig.
Much flamming going on? Was I
No, it
keeping up?
sounded pretty good. Probably an A minus, you know.
Something that's important to mention there, because when you said next, and it happens easily, I think, when you're reading a chart too, to get from the end of one line down to the next line,
You have to look ahead.
you have to look ahead, right?
Exactly.
And you can't be doing the, wait a minute, I'm at the end, I'm going to take a little more time. It's all, as Don explained earlier, it's all in tempo. The pulse never changes. If you're subdividing,
Keep it even all the way
keep it
through.
even. Yeah.
So you want to give him a shot and do it one more time and do it faster?
Come on.
Sure, okay.
You know, just to let
They're
them...
putting me on the spot here. I'm the student.
Totally el tempo.
Hey, you ready?
Okay,
Come on, here we go. Now this is... Check it out.
okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Here, about this tempo. Here we go.
Okay.
2 bars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Next.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Next.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Next.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Next.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Next.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ho capito perfettamente.
Okay, you guys can stay in the band. You're okay. You're okay.
Now, as you get going faster, or as you do this over and over, and we'll give several pages of these to do, more than what we're just going through here, eventually I can see that you would start seeing groups where if you see 2 notes together, they start sounding like da-da. If you see 3 together, they're da-da-da, as opposed to having to keep thinking, it's a quarter, it's the end of that beat, there's nothing on the next beat because it's a rest.
Yeah.
I got to play this one. You get past the, I'm
Yeah.
playing it, I'm not playing it, I'm playing it, I'm not playing it.
And to be honest, normally the 3 of us would read this and we wouldn't count, even to ourselves, because we've done it for so many years that we just play. We know what it looks like.
But
and
how
you'll
did we get there?
Repetition, like Joe said,
And
it's
counting.
all about
Counting.
counting. You got to do it. You gotta
Counting
do
is
it.
going to make sure that you're playing it in perfect, rhythm.
Exactly.
What's written.
Counting.
And that ability is the same as if you were reading English. It's an analogy that I've often used, where if you're reading a sentence, the first note in our example is a quarter note. I'm then looking at every letter and I'm seeing it's a T-H-E is the, F-I-R-S-T is first. But after you do it for a while, you don't think that it's a T, you don't think that it's an A, you automatically recognize the sound.
The sound.
And that's what you guys do so well, even with complicated patterns. I'm going to replace myself with Terry Bozzio when you get into the more difficult ones, because I can see I've got myself etched into a problem playing with you guys here.
Come on.
Because I know what we've got coming up when we're getting into 16th notes when Joe counts it off. Anyway, this is fun. I think we've got a lot to cover in this lesson just by getting into quarter notes
Okay,
and
great.
in quarter rests.
Fantastic.
Any questions you have, even at this level, though it might seem really simple, if you want to upload a video of yourself playing these exercises, either one of us or a moderator here would take a look at it and be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
And we didn't say it, but we're expecting you to, on your laptop, your computer, or your printer, print these out, make the bar lines, check them with the way we've got them set up. So we're expecting you to print out actual paper and write on your paper and get through this by putting your own bar lines in.
Right. That's very important.
And we'll start doing these on the snare drum for fun a little bit further down the line too.
Great.
All right, we'll be back for the next lesson.